Self-Made Millennial. I'm Madeline Mann, and today I'm going to share with you my most powerful networking tip, which I call 60 seconds of value. I learned this from observing people and noticing how they're able to make such a big impression on me in a short amount of time. So I thought I'll just snag this for my own bag of tricks and I'm passing it along to you. I'll explain what the tip is, a real world example, as well as 5 ways that you can add 60 seconds of value to anyone. Let me explain this all by telling you a story about a woman that I will never forget. I was at an event for video creators and I ended up sitting next to someone I didn't know. It turned out to be Crystal Hilliard, and she started asking me questions about what I'm up to. And of course it came up that I have this YouTube channel, and she had her computer out and she was like, oh really? Oh, what is it? Let me look it up right now. So she starts scrolling through all my videos and goes, wow, there's so much content here, and goes, you know what? I just remembered. I wrote a status on LinkedIn and a guy commented that he was having trouble in his job search. Why don't I share your channel with him? She immediately, boom, pops the link in there for him. Then she goes, why not stop there? I'm just gonna share your channel with my entire LinkedIn network. Boom, send. And that 60 seconds of her just taking the time to share those links with her network meant so much to me, and I felt like she was so thoughtful. And I just looked at her and I go, Crystal, I'm gonna make a video about you. Crystal to me represents the true networker, because I feel like a lot of us are conditioned to think that networking is all about impressing the other person or selling them or understanding how the exchange of value can be equal or tit for tat. But really, networking is so much more simple than that. It's all about going in with the objective to make friends and then following up by adding 60 seconds of value to their life. This is how you can make more meaningful relationships, because when people see that they got an email from you, they don't assume that you need something from them. So how do you add 60 seconds of value to the people you talk to? Well, I have 5 ways to do it, and there's so many more. The preamble to adding the value to these people is make sure that you are talking with them on the phone or in person or asking them questions over email, getting really curious about what they've been up to the past few months, what do they care about, and that will give you ideas of exactly how to add value to them. So the first way to add 60 seconds of value is to make an introduction. A lot of times we think of these introductions as other people they could work with or hire, or someone can invest in their projects, but it could also be like a non-professional introduction as well, such as they just moved here and they're looking for a new barber. You know, you could introduce them to your barber, whatever it is. Number 2, send them articles and resources. There's a young lady who I was helping to coach, who she was interested in pursuing a career in HR, and every few months she sends me a really thoughtful, interesting article. Like the other day, she sent me a deck on Gary Vaynerchuk's content strategy. And I was like, yes, this is very relevant. Thank you so much. The super pro tip for this is if you're sending an article, you can even write a few sentence summary to them about why you think that they would be interested in that article and a couple of the key findings. Like, hey, I thought you'd be interested in these 2 stats, and then here's the rest of the article if you want to read it for yourself. For the busy person in your life, they will think you are so darn thoughtful. Good job. And remember, just like I said for number 1, this is all about making friends, so your articles might not always be professionally related. Let's say in your conversation with them, you learned that they're a great hiker. Maybe you could send them an article that's the top 10 hiking spots in LA, and they could really appreciate that. Number 3, invite them to communities. You may be a part of or know of different meetup groups, Facebook groups, communities, whatever it is, and invite those people to join them. For example, I met this woman who wanted to break into the blockchain industry and was asking for my help. And I said, hey, I'm part of several Facebook groups where we're constantly discussing what's going on and sharing articles and learning from each other. Would you like me to invite you? She said, absolutely. This whole thing took me 60 seconds, adding her to these, 5 different groups. And a year later, I still see her posting in them all the time, contributing. Her career has really taken off. And so just me taking that time to recognize how I can add her to those communities was hugely valuable. Number 4, brainstorm ideas that can help them. People are so awesome. I had someone last month, he emailed me some ideas on how to better market my channel. Thank you, super rad. Another guy, he sent me this really long LinkedIn message, stream of consciousness, of all these video topic ideas for me to do. And I even did some of them. And I just thought the fact that he took that time to think of all those ideas meant the world. And then the fifth one, we learned this one from Crystal, but engage with them on social media. There's tons of different ways that you can engage with people on social media. You know, you retweet, you share their article, you comment on stuff, you endorse them for skills on LinkedIn. For anyone who creates anything online, they notice when there's certain people who are repeatedly engaging with their posts. If you're liking all of them, that can usually be noticed, but not as much as if you're sharing and commenting. So really get in this mindset of adding value. I mean, people ask me like, why do you have this YouTube channel? You're giving away tons of content for free. And really my concept is I'm adding value to the world and I know it's gonna come back to me. So really think about it that way. And if you felt like I added value in your life, please hit a like, maybe even comment, and make sure you subscribe. New videos coming out every week. Thanks so much, everyone. Wi-Fi high five.